Welcome back to the channel. It's me and you're watching this station. Today we bring you live updates from the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly in New York. African leaders have started arriving in New York City. The stage is set for the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly. Millions of Africans are watching closely. Will our leaders speak with one voice? Or will it be business as usual? Who will represent Africa? What will they discuss? And what impact will their discussions have on our lives? Let's find out. Leaders in Sahel will not attend. They will be represented. Dr. Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, Namibia's president, arrives to make her inaugural UN address. Her focus: women's empowerment, climate action, sustainable development, global economic reform, youth and peace, and nuclear disarmament. This is history. Namibia's first female president standing before the world. Will she inspire Africa's daughters and sons, or will her words be lost in the usual UN echo chamber? From Pretoria, President Cyril Ramaphosa departs to lead the South African delegation. He arrives at a time when Africa faces global economic shifts, dollar dependency, and the ongoing cry for reform at the UN Security Council. South Africa carries the weight of the BRICS movement. Will Ramaphosa boldly declare Africa's independence in the global financial system, or tread carefully before Western powers? Joining him is Lindiwe Sisulu, South Africa's Minister of International Relations and Cooperation. She'll engage in climate action discussions and promote partnerships on health and education. In the shadow of load shedding, will Sisulu champion practical solutions or symbolic gestures? Only time will tell. In the heart of Manhattan, Botswana, as President Duma Boko and Sierra Leone, as President Julius Maada are already on the ground. Boko represents a new voice of change, young, bold, and unafraid. Bio has proven a loyal friend to Pan-African causes. Their presence raises the question, can new leaders unite with the old guard to present Africa's common vision? Accra to New York. President Dramani Mahama arrives with a powerful delegation. On Thursday, September 25, 2025, he will address the Assembly. As African Union's champion for financial institutions, Mahama carries a heavy assignment: building African financial independence. His itinerary includes several side events: meetings with the UN Secretary-General, the Rockefeller Foundation, the U.S.-Africa Chamber of Commerce, and the Africa Group of the UN. And yes, a historic ringing of the NASDAQ closing bell. But here's the question Africans are asking. Is Mahama here to bring deals for Ghana, or a united financial agenda for the whole of Africa? Meanwhile, First Lady Lordina Mahama will address side events under OAFLAD and deliver a keynote at World Vision International as prayer service for children. African First Ladies are stepping into global conversations, from child health to women's rights. But can they break free from ceremonial appearances and truly become architects of policy change? The UN's chosen theme is Better Together, 80 years and more for peace, development, and human rights. But Africans know the bitter truth. For 80 years, Africa has been promised peace, development, and human rights, yet remains marginalized, exploited, and underrepresented. Will African leaders use this opportunity to demand a permanent seat at the UN Security Council, fair trade, and true economic justice? This is not just another UN meeting. This is a chance for Africa to declare, our minerals for Africans, our decisions by Africans, our unity above all. But history warns us. Too often, African leaders speak separately, chase bilateral deals, and return home with little change. Will this year be different? Will Traore's spirit of resistance echo in New York? Will Malema's call for unity find a platform? Will Africa's youth finally hear a message of hope from the podium of the UN? We've seen it all before. Promises that echoed through the halls of the UN, only to fade away in the corridors of power. Will this year be any different? We live in times where solutions seem distant. Decades of unfulfilled promises leave us questioning whether change is even possible. The echoes of past speeches still ring in our ears, yet our realities remain unchanged. Will this be the dawn of Africa speaking with one voice, or will it be business as usual? The eyes of millions are on these leaders. The future of our continent hangs in the balance. If you were to ask what lies ahead for Africa, would you say it's unity or disunity, hope or despair, progress or regression, change or stagnation? Let's engage in an open conversation. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Together, let's shape the narrative and push for a better future for our continent. Remember, this is our continent, and its future is in our hands. As we wrap up today's live updates, remember that we are just hours away from the official start of the UN General Assembly. The energy in New York is palpable. Leaders from across the globe are preparing to take the stage. But today belongs to Africa. Your insights matter. Drop your comments below. Let's keep this conversation going. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you do not miss a single moment of our live coverage as the story unfolds. Together, we'll bring you every update, every speech, every decision that impacts our world. Because this isn't just about news, it's about our shared future. And now let's turn our attention to some compelling questions. How do you expect African leaders to represent the interests of their people on the global stage? What kind of impact do you hope to see from their participation in these high-level discussions? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. As we continue to bring you live updates from the UN General Assembly, we'd love to hear your perspective on an important question. What role do you think African leaders should play in advocating for change within existing global structures like the UN? Share your ideas in the comments below. Your voice matters, and together we can shape a better future for our continent. Another pressing question on many minds is, how can African countries collaborate more effectively to amplify their voices and achieve their shared goals on the global stage? We believe that unity and collaboration are key to driving positive change, and we'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Please feel free to drop your comments below and let's engage in a meaningful conversation about the future of Africa. Now let's shift our focus to a crucial aspect of the UN General Assembly, the discussions around reforming the UN Security Council. How do you think African representation and perspectives could contribute to a more effective and inclusive UN Security Council? Your insights matter, and we encourage you to share them in the comments below. Finally, as we witness these global discussions unfold, what kind of impact do you hope to see in terms of addressing pressing issues such as climate change, sustainable development, and global health? Share your expectations and aspirations in the comments below, because together we can hold our leaders accountable and work towards a brighter future for our continent and the world. Don't forget to stay tuned for our upcoming live coverage of the UN General Assembly. Be part of the conversation and let's drive positive change together. Thank you for joining us today, and until next time, keep thinking globally and acting locally for a better future for all.
Thank you, Africa.